Hey guys, Steve here. Today is Friday, December 11th, 2020. I hope you had a good week. Have a lot to share with you today. Stuff I found, a lot of stuff I found in stores and a few mail calls. Gonna go ahead and get started. This is a piece or a couple pieces that I actually ordered off of a specific site. I can't remember honestly, but they finally arrived. They came from, I believe, the UK. And I came across them through another club member that happened to um, find them. It's a company, a website called Diecast Talk. Lots of cool stuff there. They carry Tarmac Works and a few other a little bit higher end or higher quality, I should say, pieces. And this came across my plate, and I'm like, I had to have it. Pretty decent price. So this is I'm gonna try to guess what the name of this brand is, but this is essentially a RWB Rowelt Baygref, a 993 Golf, and as you can see here, it says it's 10500. I went ahead and grabbed two. I want to say they were probably about 25, 27 a piece, and because they came from the UK, it took probably a good 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. So it took a while, but I'm finally happy they got here. And then that was mostly not because of the shipping. That was mostly because it was pre-order. There's another piece that I'll be sharing with you hopefully in the next month or two when I get that. It's very similar brand. So if you look at the box here, it says Time Model. So I think that's the name of the brand or the manufacturer. But this is a really cool piece. And so I did open this one already, but you have essentially the cube and the sleeve there. It's got the nice background. It's got the, let me adjust the camera here. It's got the nice background, nice space there. So take that off. And it's got the plate on the front, Rowelt Baygref Golf. It's kind of etched in there. It's 10500. And if you look on the back here, it says Time Micro Alloy Automobile Model. I don't know what that means. But yeah, there it is. A very cool piece. Very nice detail. And yeah, very cool piece. It's got the Golf license plate in the back. And there's the front. Interesting that it does have chrome mirrors on it. But it's got, of course, the Golf deco. And the rims, the detail on the rims are really nice too. So yeah, very cool piece. I have another piece that's from the same company, I believe, coming as well, the one I was just talking about. And it has a, if I remember, it has a duckbill wing instead of this style wing. That one's back ordered, not back ordered, but it's pre-order as well. The last it was supposed to come within the next couple weeks here, but when I checked eBay, it now has a delivery date of possibly mid-January, February timeframe. So I may be waiting a little bit longer. But there you go. There's another Golf piece and a Porsche to add to the collection. So I'm really excited to get that. All right, let's do some Matchbox for a change here. So Matchbox, I believe both Target and Walmart, although I found these at Walmart. The new this is considered, I guess, the 2021 A case for Matchbox. So I found those a couple days ago. So the first piece here is the 2018 Dodge Charger in kind of a, I don't know if that's a battleship gray, but nice color there. I'm not gonna open this one because I haven't decided if I'm gonna give this to a buddy of mine who's into Chargers or not. The one who originally got it from said he didn't need it. So the next piece is a 1976 Volkswagen Golf Mark I. I don't collect a lot of Volkswagens, but one thing I do collect is Polizei police cars, German police cars, their vehicles, mostly because I used to live in Germany when my dad's stationed there. So I always like the Polizei deco, so I'm going to go ahead and open this one up. And nice piece. There you go. Nice Volkswagen there. And I think the wheels, although they're not the nicest looking wheels, I think these specific wheels go very well with the vintage cars from from this time frame, 77, mid 70s, mid 80s time frame. It's a classic GTI body style there. Next piece is a new 71 Porsche 914. I think they did a really nice job on this one. Now, I'm not a big fan of the chrome wheels, but I think this actually looks pretty good on this particular piece. So there you go. And if I'm not mistaken, nope, it doesn't come off. I thought, for some reason, I thought the roof came off, but there you go. Very cool piece. And the top there. So this will go in the Porsche case, of course. And has the red base. All right. Next piece, Mercedes, lots of old cars here. Mercedes-Benz S123 station wagon in that wonderful yellow. There's the card. When I lived in Germany, I lived in Germany between 85 and 84 and 87. This is the style, pretty much the style of Mercedes that you saw, whether it was the station wagon or sedan. And at that time, when we lived there, the mark rate, then the German mark, the exchange rate was really, really good. So my parents decided they were going to originally get a Mercedes sedan, but they decided to get a different car. They decided to get a Volvo 760 GLE or GLX or something like that. It's a turbo intercooler. Nice, cool car. So that'll go in the Mercedes case. And then finally, the last the last Matchbox I have is one a couple that I finally found. It's the new 2018 Bugatti Divo in black. Now, when I found this, I wasn't really paying attention to the other cars. I thought they were all still from 2020, but I wasn't paying attention, not realizing that the first Divo was actually gray. I didn't know that until somebody said something, and until my buddy, my Matchbox guru, told me. And so he said, "Oh, this is the recolor." So this is the let me open this one here. This is the recolor in black. And if you remember, I shared with you guys a few videos ago my Maisto special edition 1/18 scale Divo. But there you go. Pretty cool. I like that. So my buddy Chris he says he has a gray one for me. So next time I see him, if we ever see him anytime soon, he'll pass that on to me and I can share that with you because I haven't found any yet myself. All right, so that's Matchbox. Moving on. Let's talk. Talk Hot Wheels. So I finally got in the mail today the Motor Trend, the second piece of the initial Motor Trend offering. So this is the Datsun 71 Custom 240Z, aka the Ratsun. And it finally came in the mail. So the first one was a regular car. I shared many videos ago. Had regular wheels, but this one has wheel riders, as you can see here. They did a nice job on this one. Very cool piece. And yeah, finally got it. And then they offered, Motor Trend had a second offering where they only offered this car and not the first car. So I'm glad I jumped in the first offering to get both pieces. But yeah, this is a nice piece. It's actually kind of pretty heavy. I'm surprised. Metal base. So it's a nice piece. They did a pretty good job. And which I'm glad they did, because I think the deal was that if you purchase the Motor Trend online membership, for $50, then you get, that includes both Hot Wheels cars. So there you go. Very cool piece. And yeah, that only took 3 or 4 months. All right, next piece is I want to share with you. So this was kind of a surprise. I actually got this one a while ago. I got it through Amazon, if I remember correctly. And I didn't think we'd ever see this in store. I haven't seen it in store until now. So this is the cubed Hot Wheels ID car. It's the custom 18 Ford Mustang GT. It's a really nice. If you ever see this, and you have to see this in person because the color on this is fantastic. It is kind of like a Spectra Flame color. So they did a really nice job. So when I found it at Target actually. I see Series 2 there. I found it at Target, and it was sitting in an old tray of other ID cars. So my guess is either they found it in the back stock room and decided to just put it out, or somebody returned it. When I went to check out, it was not in the system. The even better news is that I got it what they advertised, but the ID cars are on sale for $299. So I actually got this for $299, whereas I think the one I got on Amazon months ago, I want to say I paid maybe $9, $10, $12, something like that. So very, very nice piece. The other pieces I found I think I found it, and this is Target as well. Finally found the new release, the Car Culture release. So this is the regular Car Culture called Power Trip. And this is the only piece I was really looking for, but you'll see these in, like I said, in Target now. But here's essentially what's included in this release of the Power Trip Car Culture. I got the Plymouth Barracuda Hummy, the 87 Buick Regal GNX. I almost thought about getting that, and actually I may decide to go back and get that because, again, that's another piece that in person it looks really good. Although I'm one of those, this is one of those cars that you only see and you're used to and really should only be black. But I tell you what, the white does look really nice. With the custom 72 Chevy Love, the 18 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, which is also a nice piece. I may actually go back and pick that up. And then, of course, the 91 GMC Cyclone, which is this piece here. I grabbed two of these because I may base swap the last one. So I'm looking at the cards just to see if doesn't matter which one I open, really. So, yeah, they did a nice job on this. I like this a lot. Of course, it's got the Real Riders with the tread on the wheels there. It's got the nice new rims, although it's kind of hard to see. And you can sort of see the style there. Very detailed. They did, again, nice job, like the tonneau cover they have in the back. So that's nice. And then they got the... of course, the GMC on the license plate and the Cyclone on the back truck bed, tailgate, and then of course they painted the taillights. So that's pretty cool too, and the headlights. So nice job on this one, on this premium piece. All right, moving on. Okay, so as you know, we had the GameStop event last weekend. There was some confusion, I guess, of what was going on, but essentially some GameStops got Hot Wheels cases. When I say Hot Wheels cases, I'm saying maybe a 135 count or maybe 36 count or maybe 236 counts, and that's it. So I went last week, and last Monday I think it was, I shared it with you what I got, but I did find a couple other pieces that I didn't get, that I hadn't seen yet. So I did finally get, as part of that A-case release, is the Star Wars Landspeeder X34. Thought that was kind of cool piece. Got the Porsche 1989 Porsche 944 Turbo. And I can't remember if I shared this with you guys last time or not. I'm trying to look in my case here to see if I even got it. I don't think I did. I'm looking here. No, I don't think I did. So I'm going to go ahead and open this piece up for you. There you go. That's your iconic classic 944 Porsche. And 944 Turbo. And yeah, it's not the most popular Porsche that came out. It's front engine, of course, back in the day, the '89. So I had a neighbor that actually had a 924 Porsche. I think he was happy just because it was a Porsche, but it was like, the 924 Porsche you know, is pretty much at the bottom of that style, if you will. But man, I remember this 944, if I'm not mistaken. I think the original retail for this one was maybe 40, 50,000. So, so there you go. The other piece I got was somebody must have picked up the Super, of course, but I did grab the blue recolor of the Nissan 300ZX Twin Turbo. Open this one up for you. Got the metallic paint there. You can see it sparkle there. This is always a popular car back in the 80s as well. I'm kind of dating myself, by the way, if you haven't figured that out. And then the last piece I grabbed there was this is actually for, grabbed this for my buddy, but this is the 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. This was also one of the GameStop exclusive color pieces. So this looks really good, nice piece. I'm not going to open it, like I said, it's going to go to my buddy, but there you go. Okay, so the last pieces I want to share with you, actually I found today. This I found in, these two I found in Target today. I had a whole bunch of these. I can't remember if I decided to keep them or not. May have sold them, but I wanted to grab this one just because the color on this looks really nice. This is, of course, the Triumph TR6, and that green is fantastic as well. So almost looks like a super green almost. So I put real riders on it. And I bet it look you know, very nice as a real rider. So had about I gotta see again. I have to see if I still have them, but I think they released this particular casting. Maybe there's probably been a 12 to 15 of these now, something like that. Anyway, the last piece, which was hanging up front on the pegs, actually, is one of the new Hot Wheels ID cars. This is the Batman Arkham Asylum, or excuse me, Arkham Knight Batmobile, and you can tell by, you know, obviously since it's an ID car, it's got the cool paint. I don't know if that's, I guess that could be technically Spectre Flame. I don't know if it isn't, but you know, it's a fantasy piece, of course, from movies, but still, it's an ID car. My opinion on ID cars is they're really nice. My additional opinion on these is, regardless of what it is I would not consider this as trade bait for supers. It is not that, especially since it's not real riders. The nice pieces, like the Aston Martin, a couple other pieces, but in my mind, they're not worth super trades. They're not worth super prices. Maybe if you do a couple of them, sure, but that's my just honest opinion. I know people say, "Hey, I'm looking for this super. I have this this Batman ID car." Now, maybe the Batmobile, the classic Batmobile, because that's always going to be a popular piece, but you know, certainly not every ID car. You know, not the Motosaurus. You know, again, I think the majority of these as, you know, $1, maybe $2 cars at the most. That's my opinion. But hey, at the end of the day, if you can get what you think you can get for it, if both parties are happy, then it really doesn't matter how much you spend or what you trade it for, as long as, you know, everyone's happy. So that's kind of my opinion. Okay. All right, that's all I have for today. God, we're coming up on Christmas very soon, a couple weeks. So until then, happy hunting, and we will talk to you guys later. Have a good one.